Women tend to have stronger neural connections. We tend to have larger hippocampuses. We have a stronger verbal processing center. Our emotional capacity is much larger. And these things are superpowers. We are designed to be more intuitive, but we live in a society that isn't built to support that. So oftentimes we have to put it away, or we don't really know how to tap into it, or we ignore it. And that builds up more and more and more and more, and we get emotionally constipated. And if you're anything like me, then around your period, so right before your luteal phase, during your PMS, you just feel like the version of you were 2 weeks ago is, being pushed to the back of your mind in some void that you can no longer reach, and it just becomes worse and worse and worse. You're overwhelmed with all your emotions, you're purging, and then all of a sudden you're fine again after your period. And you can get diagnosed as PMDD or whatever, this, that, and the third or the other, but that doesn't actually help solve the problem. For me, I've come to find out that it directly corresponds to how much I've been pausing and processing things that affect me, whether it's positive or negative. If I'm not fully processing something, it builds up in my system and then purges right before my period. And then the release happens, that when my period comes, my body's literally shedding, literally getting rid of stuff, and then the emotions go with it, and I feel fine again. So in order to neutralize this experience, because it's so intense, I have to check in with myself constantly throughout the week, throughout the month. I was just talking to my aunt the other day about how westernized mental health support doesn't even factor in your spiritual self, which is a huge part of our existence. That's a whole other conversation, but just letting you know what I've learned so far. So if you're confused and think you're crazy and don't understand how you have such varied emotions, it is a part of the female experience. It's a beautiful part of it when you learn to kind of go with the flow and surrender, which is what being a woman is. It's all about submission and flow. It's a beautiful thing once you figure it out. I'm still working on it, but this is what I've learned so far.